So, we are your King of Kings. And this is, I figured I can't sleep. I had some really good news today. So, I don't think I'm going to much sleep tonight, this morning. This afternoon. Anyway, so I'm your King of Kings, and, I haven't done one of these before, so bear with me. This is the first of efforts, and we've got no script, so we don't bother those kind of things. So, makeup departments on holidays, and so is wardrobe. I've been for about 5 years. Anyway, so the condition of the world is not great. Syria is, as predicted in the Bible, going to tear itself completely apart, and it's close to that now. I thought, fuck, we could salvage some of it, but I don't even know why. I don't know what the problem is in Syria, but this was foretold thousands of years ago, and that this was going to be happening in the last days. As well as aircraft and bombs or 100-pound hailstones, however you want to interpret that kind of poetry. From creatures that fly through the air and don't move their wings and don't bend their knees neither, and got wheels where their feet should be. What would that sound like to you? And you're trying to describe an aircraft to a desert peasant 4,000 years ago, how would you... And you knew he could understand poetry. He was intuitive, but illiterate. Okay, so make up stories that they could sell to that audience and any other audience also. And that's the beauty of Scripture, is that it's written on many different levels for many different audiences, and the deeper and the more passionately one worships the true, more things like Scripture blossom to their full for the individual reader. If one is reading Scripture coming from a ground of being of lies and withheld communications and aversions and hidden versions and ego challenges up the yin-yang and insecurities, there's not going to be much room left for any type of intuitive stuff, despite the fact that intuitive stuff is the first cost for lying. See, you're hooked up in ways that your scientists haven't even begun to suss at all. Your medicine men are basically witch doctors shaking rattles at diseases. But you see, if they told you the truth, they wouldn't make nearly as much money. They know how to cure cancer right now. Matter of fact, there's a clinic just south of the United States. I'm not sure how many miles, just south of Tijuana, where over 90% of the cancer patients, or 99%, let's be on the conservative side, so let's say 90% of cancer patients are cured without the use of drugs. 15,000 today. It's a small clinic. Been open for 20, 30 years, 40 years, I'm not sure how long. But, that's 15,000 cases, like over 90% success rate. But it's illegal to talk about that in medical circles in the United States. It's certainly illegal to have a clinic like that in the United States. That's what your leaders and older brothers do for you. They have your medicine be about disease management. It's more profitable that way. They get their friends at the pharmaceutical industry to charge whatever the market will bear for medications, and they figure, well, $150 a month for this medication. What they fail to realize is they've got individuals on 4 or 5 or 9 or 12 of these fucking things a month. And so you got seniors paying $900 a month for disease management. For products that cost, well, I take a pharmaceutical product. It used to cost a far higher grade quality than the product that I'm privy to currently. Cost $50 a pound to make, and these pharmaceutical boys are getting $45,000 a pound for me to dole it out to me. So, $50 in $45,000. Oh, that's not a bad business. You saying it? But that's nothing. You see, what's really neat is when the government loans your money to people and they don't bother, getting any collateral for it. $770 billion in one deal alone that we saw. Hurry up, gotta have $770 billion by Monday, or the world's gonna fall apart. And so far, last I heard that it was $30 billion had been collected on that. So $770 billion is one deal alone. That's a nice deal, right? Like, imagine the commission check on that one. So $770 billion minus $30 billion is $740 billion profit one day. That's not bad. Now, I'd like to find out who that was split among, exactly how much was split among who. I'm sure there's records for this because they didn't go, handing out $100 bills. I'm sure there's a paper trail for all this, and someone just follow the paper trail and get it back. Every fucking cent. You're not going to profit and steal. It's not going to happen. So what you're going to do is is very embarrassed what you've done and stone fucking broke. Be living on the street in a homeless shelter. As the poor you so cavalierly allowed to be farmed there, well, you will be now yourselves. It'll be interesting to see how Lady Bird Bush does scrubbing toilets. Her own, for instance. You knew it was coming. You did. You fucking did, and you said, who the fuck's God anyway? We'll get some scientists to say he's, forget about him. Forget about having a conscience. Forget about honor. Forget about nobility. Forget all that shit. Money's the deal. Any way you can get it, get it. But if you get caught, you gotta risk, a couple lifetimes in jail. Or if you give a judge the right hand job, you could get scot-free. 30 hours community service. All depends. Especially if it's a cunt judge. She's not PMSing, fuck. She can pay you for your time. The law then is a matter of how she feels that day. You're so stupid. And it's your reasonableness that's making you stupid. Well, your reasonableness and your lies. Get unreasonable with yourselves first. And then when you've discovered the complete truth of yourself and revealed that to your fellow, then come and talk with us. Then you're going to have something to say that we want to listen to. But right now, none of you got an opinion with a fuck. It's your Harvard fucking professors, dildos in fucking Washington, the military IT guys. Not the weight of the pitch, but combined. Oh, this doesn't work before every time, but you know what? We're going to make a bigger bomb this time and have it put liberal ribbons on it, and then it's going to work for sure. Well, maybe. Oh, at least we make money doing it. There's that. The United States of America, the hope of mankind, has turned into the ugly spinster of the world. She wholesales death. Like a rabid fucking rattlesnake hissing at life. We'll poison our land any goddamn way we want. Don't want to have the inconvenience to have a peck of weeds. It would kill everything, but we'll make seeds that can live in this shit. Nothing else can. No bugs, no other plants. You're going to leave it alone. Roundup ready food. So, it appears to this king as if there's a bit of a conspiracy on to own 100% of your food and food production and your water supply. The Bush and his buddies are specializing in the water deal by, first of all, poisoning the Gulf of Mexico virtually and allowing the oil companies to frack and basically destroy aquifers, which for your future generations' water supply, if and when the rivers dried up due to climate changes. But you've poisoned huge underground seas so badly that towns have to place poison signs. You can't drink the water in these towns. I think it's in Northern California somewhere. And elsewhere now. Texas. And New Mexico. And elsewhere. So fucking greedy to squeeze a dime out of the earth. A fiat dime. A worthless fucking dime. That you're willing to kill the fucking globe that supports you. No, that's not my globe. This is how you think. You're living below the consciousness level of fucking bedbugs. This is also predicted. A pall was going to descend upon humanity. I said, that'll be the thing. Well, fuck, I've been watching it descend for 30 years. I can't fucking believe it. Now we're in the middle of it. It's like fucking pea soup. You're dead. It's like Night of the Living Dead here. They're all trying to suck nutrient from lies, and they're vacuous. They got no nutrition in them whatsoever from every fucking leader that walks, talks, or jiggles rocks today. Justice system is a bunch of whoring fucking thieves beyond any imagining Marquis de Sade ever fucking dreamed of. Understand? Your scientists are humping the fucking donkey just like everybody else. Your doctors are pawnbrokers, your priests and rabbis, same fucking thing, got office hours. You're treating each other the way you treat your animals. You understand how this works? You have disregard for life, any fucking life. It transmits into the population. This is why the fucking Indians, God bless them, make cows sacred. They're stupid. They shit all over the place. You don't fuck with those things, and the likelihood is you're going to fuck with everybody else less. Smart guys thinking, and they originated the Indian society. Okay? At least from that perspective. So, but there's no reverence here for anything except a quick hand job in a bathroom or in the backseat of a car, a lunch hour. Even teachers haven't got the wit to take fucking kids home if they want to fuck them. They're fucking them in shopping parking lots. I don't think I ever fucked somebody in a shopping parking lot. I don't know how horny I was. Snowbank a couple times, but understand? You're stupid. You're desperately stupid. Any fucking society today that continues to kill its citizens for murder or child rape or whatever the fuck, whatever choice you have among many as reason to kill your fellows for, in a state that practices that produces more of that in its subject population. If the death penalty were to return, the United States would be the safest place in the world. And today, the United States is about as safe as Iraq. Get fucking shot in your front doorstep. Getting a breath of fresh air. By a gangster or cop. Take your pick. Police are so stupid. They expect dogs to capitulate to their fear. They got no skills, no communication skills whatsoever. Except how to hump the donkey and not squeal on each other. Don't fuck across the blue line. It's sacred. Well, I got news for you. There's no idol that's sacred. Not zero. So we're going to be doing some blue line boot fucking pronto. But getting back to the topic of this tape. What was the topic of this tape anyway? I've forgotten the topic of this tape. What I started talking about? Huh. I get carried away and stuff. Because I remember. Oh yeah. State of the world. So the United States is fucked. Canada's pretty fucked too. We got a prime minister who's a dweeb, a twit, and an imbecile. And is opinionated about it and self-righteous to boot. You know, these things out of a 1958 yearbook, you know, petty opera. You know, collegiate petty opera. Anything like that. So, but, you know, Canada, you know, has no identity really. It has no guiding principles other than that we've had some men who've approached statesmanship, like Pierre Trudeau, although he humped the donkey with his friends to the fucking delight of all, except the taxpayer. He also legislated that it was no longer illegal for homosexuals to have sex. He initiated other legislation, I can't remember what it is now, but fair and equitable legislation for people to go forward for people. And, you know, so he wasn't in complete write-off, but every other one since, and most of them prior to him, other than Jack Kennedy, are basically niggers with a hard-on, looking for your blood. That's the expense of Vaseline, as circumstances say. Baby split. Little boys and girls sitting off in war to spend my ammunition. Them Iraqis and shit don't count for fuck all. Anyway, they don't talk American or fuck all. They haven't been saved by Jesus or nothing. Don't even know the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution of the United States of America. Probably never even seen a dollar bill. Fucking raghead motherfuckers, man. Blow them up. Who gives a fuck? And they got oil, too. So they will blow them up and then steal their oil for a couple dozen years. Sounds like a plan. I'll pay for itself over. Oh, fuck. You know, except it's not the American people that get the money. You know who it is? It's the oil. They're oil buddies. It's called the Old Boys Club. And everything's about control in the Old Boys Club. And he who has the most control wins. Doesn't matter how you get it. That's how the game has been played up to about now. And so, we're going to show the fruits of that game quite robustly for a while. Until everybody's sick of it. And then move on to the next thing. This is how this is going to work. But the place we're going to start is with jurisprudence. The great whore of Babylon, that all the kings of the world had sexual immorality with, according to the Bible. Petty kings of the world, sexual immorality. And they're all going to stand afar when she burns. She's going to have few friends when her pimples are showing. Just absolute traitorous to any stated juristic precept whatsoever. The jurist in North America certainly neither protects the laws of the land. Forget about the laws of God. They're passé. He's unnecessary. latest scientific shit. And besides, I'm a jurist. I look much better in black drag than God does. So people can refer to me as God. Well, your worship. Next best thing we want to be overt about things. But really, I'm a little God in this room, and nobody can contradict me because I got the gavel. Not a whip between my ears, can't tell the difference between truth and lie that comes up and bites my fucking nose off. Or I'm willing to pretend I don't. Now, which is it? Well, it's quiet. You ever notice? So, which is it? Either way, you're fucked. It's called checkmate. Now, watch how we clear up this board. Jurisprudence, Ontario. And Jurisprudence USA might want to pay close attention to this because we're coming there soon. Like I appreciate the United States granting me access to my loved ones beyond her borders. But I'm not going to be quiet for any reason, for anybody. The truth is my job, and it's coming out everywhere. And so if we don't see it coming out fast enough, we're going to stick our goddamn arm down your throat. That's how it is. I'm not having any of the shit stand. The bullshit's over. A few days ago. Today for sure. Today got me 2 good reasons to fight for, and so a bunch more wings. So you're gonna have yourself a very, very effective king for a while. So planet Earth, you're not doing too great. Like everywhere, people are being bugger fucked by their petty, insouciant, motherfucking little kings. They're gonna have a conversation with us, the likes of which they will never forget. And some of them will be done away with. Some of my George Bush will be residents of homeless hostels in the previous country. And some of them will be keeping their jobs. Those who've served their people. Now, and some of them are surprising me. I gotta tell you, England is surprising us. I've delivered some scathing opinions to the English, and I've heard not a ripple of complaint, and I see submission in the government's recent willingness to apologize to the people of Maui, I believe it was. Sincere. I listened to the fucking thing, and it was succinct, clear, and it got every fucking detail on the crimes the British government committed against these people. They were not sparing of themselves at all, and so they admitted fully what happened. That's all I really wanted to say, and then they gave each living member of the fucking thing $4,000 or $5,000 or whatever, that's a kind of kiss, goodbye kiss. It's better than nothing. That's not all of it. The British government has to do the same thing with India. And, Catholic Church, has to do the same thing with the people of Quebec in this province. They have not apologized for that horrific whoring they went on with the English businessmen. To the majority of interest of the French, the illiterate French, the non-English speaking parishioners. Had they told them to be thankful and offer it up and continue to slave away for the Englishmen. You got some sins you need to confess. You're not done yet either. Out loud, all of them. All of them. Everybody. And when we're done, then we'll see what we see, okay? But for now, this is the deal. Planet Earth. It's the king's barf time for you, all of you, everywhere. Australia, Taipei, China, Mongolia, Tibet, Israel, Jerusalem. God damn. Fucking mess. You didn't listen. You just refused. Never fucking listened. For 4,000 years you didn't listen. Now you want to have a country of your own? Yeah, it's not going to happen. You make bad fucking neighbors. Just the fucking worst. Everywhere. And you never listen, and you never fucking learn. Besides, you got no protection. You can't bugger fuck people anymore. The U.S. is bankrupt. Or broke. The currency isn't worth the paper it's printed on. Might as well chop up newspapers. Something's the same fucking size. For what worth. Just that. You put your faith in a piece of paper. You put your trust in a liar's word. Anyway, I would have thought you'd know better. Your Messiah would have thought you'd know better too. She's one of my wives, and she's really not happy with you. So I don't know what to do with you. But not 50 fucking years later, you're being Nazis to your neighbors. That wasn't 50, it was more like 20, 15, 5. And prior to that, it was just latent Nazis. Like latent homosexual. I don't like them marrying my women. My daughters at all. We're gonna fix that too. I don't like liars. I don't like belligerent little schmucks that think a briefcase and a law, a statute law is going to make a coon shit's bit of difference. Anything that affects them. No. You're his chosen people. He communicated with you more than anyone else on earth. And you didn't listen. I started this mess and I'm listening now. Anyway, like, you gotta pay for all the thefts you've ever done. You never get nothing for free. Being a country doesn't make a coon shit's fucking bit of difference. The lives you took, every fucking one of them need to be written down in your list and confessed. And I think YouTube's a fucking great place to do this. We'll have all 7 billion people telling their tale on YouTube. And then hopefully I'll be able to convince the executive of YouTube to help us perform a bit of an exorcism. But you need to understand, the horseshit's over. Obama's originations are crumbling underneath him, and he's too stunned to fucking see it. He's on the Titanic trying to pretend everything's cool. Cabin boy in Titanic. The drunken cabin boy in Titanic spending your money on cocaine, fast hookers, and booze. Gotta have something to bring to the circle jerk, Every once in a while, spend some money, look good for the boy. So, planet Earth, you got problems. India, your stupid fucking government, Mongol fucks, purchasing, they are grinning like the village idiot on a drunken holiday. Spent $360 million on some fucking anti-ballistic missiles that, if you're lucky, and catch it right away, you'll be able to stop nuclear missile delivered by Pakistan 8 miles outside of New Delhi. This doesn't even deliver a payload to them, it just shoots that missile out of the air and down on your people somewhere else. I don't understand. You're being hosed by Bush and Cheney and the whole marketing, the arms marketing team. You're being sucked and made to look stupid. Like country bumpkin morons. That's what they think of you. Selling your weapons. I've got a piss pot's fucking use in the universe. Anyway. So, Spain has got Juan Carlos is king there. I'd smack his fucking teeth down his throat just as soon. Look at him. I don't like people who kill their brothers. I don't care if it's a fucking accident or not, Juan Carlos. You murdered your own fucking brother. You have no business sitting on any fucking throne. Not in this universe. I don't care how many friends. A mistake's a mistake, man. How do you blow your brother's face off by mistake, sir? Anyway, whatever your story is, I'm not interested in hearing it. You insult fucking reason, you insult your God, you insult fucking life, and you insult us. I don't think you. There's a fucking lot of you know to do with. You're one of them, sir. What else, Grace? Wherever there's inflation running rapid in the country, what's happening is the government is spending more money than they have any business spending. In other words, trying to pull the same deal the U.S. is doing, but they aren't going to be allowed to get away with it. That's the problem, because they're not a big enough player. And so Greece is being curtailed in the amount of money they can print, and that's a problem for the Grecian people. And I would assume Greece is like everywhere else, the rich are skimming as much off the top as they possibly can through, over-invoicing the government for such services and stuff that never should. All kinds of ways when you're writing the checks and you're in power that you can bugger fuck your people so that it would take a truckload of fucking spinster ants, counting ants to go through fucking books to suss it out. After all, it's somebody else's money, so why bother? I'll just steal it. Because you elected me after all, You're stupid enough to do it. You guys can do is steal from you. Burn out a few of your kids, Well, you gotta have somebody driving them tanks and shit, and taking a risk to getting them blown up with these bullets were provided. We're selling them bullets too. Here's Bush, Bush thought Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. He probably sold them to him. And Saddam sold them to somebody else. Where's that? Anyway, the United States is my greatest concern right now. It's a leprous whore running amok among our kids. Our justice system is perverted and vomitous. Our legal system, our system of lawyers and checks and balances is non-existent. You can get a lawyer to work hard for you. You just give him $500,000, he might fucking turn on some steam. Otherwise, they're lazy as the fucking pigs in the shit. All of them. The judges, the lawyers, cops, all of them. They're quite prepared to fucking hang people that aren't even guilty. Don't want to even look at it afterwards after they fucked it up either. Might get embarrassed and shit. Just love a good hang, man. Get to what? I can kill them for free. Oh, God. There's people like this. I suggest to you that they are attending at the executions. Most of them. Either watching or hanging around outside or, just getting off contact high. They're so perverted, you get sexual stimulation from killing people. Kids. Chopping them up, put them in a garbage bag and put them in a fucking dumpster. Fuck them first? I don't know. What's that? That's not an isolated instance. Like 50% of the male population is homosexual. 5 to 7% on a really rape day are willing to admit it. Now, you got men with kids, grandkids, and homosexual their whole fucking lives. Just didn't have the balls to admit it, so they made their wives' lives hell on earth, their kids' lives hell on earth. Certainly my dad did. And my grandfather had 4 boys, and 2 of them were gay. My dad and his brother, for sure. And, my best friend when I was a kid was gay. I didn't know it. I had no idea. Just 2 friends up. He also became a heroin junkie and died. He burned himself to death, actually. He went on the nod with a lit cigarette and, of course, fell, on his shirt and then onto the sofa, and then the sofa caught fire and burned him. Killed him. Took a day to 2 days to die. Burn lungs. That's a hell of a price to pay to hide the truth of yourself, I think. I think it's worth it. I wouldn't have been able to love him, but I could have fucked him a couple times, you know what I'm saying? If people don't share the truth of themselves, nobody knows nothing. You men who have wives that tell you that you're the only man they ever think of or ever thought of. A horse has a semi-hard-on. Your wife's going to get a ton. Understand? She's a vital creature. Learn to understand her. If you're lucky, she might begin to show you about herself. But men are idiots in everything you do, and so are the women. You've perverted yourself silly. You're clinically, technically, morally, intellectually, and in every goddamn way it's possible to be insane. Everywhere. Hungary, beautiful country. Romania, beautiful country. The communist government fell, and truthfully, Romania doesn't got a fucking clue what to do. There's brilliant fucking people in Romania. Romania is the most educated fucking country of the whole fucking European continent. The government spent its money educating people. Had nothing else to spend it on. So you got smart Romanians contributing all over the world to other economies. Holland, Netherlands, God bless them, are mostly quiet and well behaved. There's a royal family somewhere in there that seems to be doing a good job. Not misleading the people to make extra cash. I don't think. I haven't seen any evidence of that. The people are not disappointed in their monarchy or the government. Something's working there. I need to find out what it is. Greenland, Iceland. Iceland, I love. Littlest country on earth, practically. Takes a stance, says, we'll harbor those whistleblowers. They can come here. We'll protect them. So little things like this make it a pleasure being king of this place. Just to see things like this. And Vladimir Putin is surprised to live the fuck out of me. You know, like, I know the man's responsible. He's holding, you know, a 1,000-year gold treasure of Russia's. It's several $100 trillion, I would theorize, value. Gone overnight. Actually, the night the communist government fell, poof, gold just disappeared. And Vladimir at the time was head of the KGB. And so, he's never been a hands-off type of guy for much of anything that occurs in Russia. He's in it. And so, I have to theorize and conclude that Vladimir has taken those funds and held them in trust for the Russian people. If I went there, the new government is up and running on its own, sufficient to release that gold for it back to the Russian people. I am certain this is what he had planned all along, because I know that if that hadn't happened, there were other thieves there that would have taken the fucking thing, killed Vladimir and everybody else to do it if they could have. They took a huge temptation out of a huge number of murderous minds and disappeared the whole possibility, and there's nobody in a position to do that with Vladimir in that country at the time, so I'm assuming and holding him responsible for this. Which will come as a boon to the Russian people when it finally does get returned to them, because they will then have their rubles will be probably the strongest currency on earth, Vladimir. And will really bring the Russian people into their own, perhaps. Depends on whether you really have a big heart or not. You see, I saw you throw Monsanto out of your country. And you know what? I had to grant you a bunch of elbow room for that. Because I know they offered you a sweetheart deal to let them stay. So there's some things that are worth more to you than money right now. And I'm glad to see that. I think that, actually. So, but, you know, you got millions of boys, millions of children that have got no family, no or nothing there. And you helped create those homeless kids. So, let's see what we can do about housing them and turning them into gentlemen. That's how the world's going to feel safe right now. That's how people are going to feel safe, because the people are going to be safe in their own hearts. Okay. And what else? In Japan, I think it's finally learning that, you know, it's best to respect the sea. You live right on the ocean. You don't want to be, you know, harvesting the ocean like a rapist. In Japan, you got to take care of the earth, and if you don't, you're going to have issues from her, as you've seen recently. Now, use your Oriental discipline in all matters. All matters. That goes for the Chinese as well. You know, that people die of fucking cancer in the Yellow River Stream. It's just, you're letting your near-hearted industrialists pollute the fucking things so that the peasants are dying of palpable cancers outside and inside their bodies. You know this. I don't know what you're doing about it. I like to. See, I don't care what the government is. The people are mine. And so are the people in the government. We have no problem with whatever system you set up, as long as you deliver when you say you're going to do your people. Because you'll be open, honest, and, you know, clear in your bookkeeping and your reporting to your people. And you don't treat them like idiots like this, like Barack Obama does, whether they are or not. It angers the fucking gods. It's not smart. It's stupid. Anyway, but, you know, like, I don't subscribe to any system of government. And so, if you want a communist system of government, communist capitalist system of government with a one-party system, that's fine. You want a monarch, you want a king, that's fine too. You take care of your people. You do what you say you're going to do. You make clear written promises to us about what you're going to accomplish in 5-year plans. And we'll approve them. First thing I want you to do is cleaning up the government. Immediately. Either I or some of our helpers will be looking at these things, and I would hate to theorize, take these directives with a grain of salt. Trying to be a humble monarchy in a heartbeat. Anyway, keep busy, get some fucking work done. Earn your fucking keep. Be nice to see. Where else? I'm worrying about Ecuador, Bolivia, Colombia, Mexico. What the fuck are you doing? You know what? You cartel motherfuckers. Listen to me. Lighten up. We are making coca illegal all around. So you have no business anymore. You want to be nice to your neighbors, starting fucking yesterday. All of you. Cartel. Fucking burying your own people in mass graves. To sell yayo for fucking worthless pieces of paper. Killing your own brothers and sisters and cousins for fucking belligerent drunk that you don't even own. Stupid motherfuckers. Hey, you know what else? You're not gonna get to keep that. You're like George Bush. That's stolen shit. You kill him for that. You don't keep it. It's forfeit. And now you need to live off the generosity of those you killed so cavalierly, whose sons you maimed and slaughtered, and daughters you raped, sent as mules, and they may have or may not come back from some foreign location. But you don't squeal on the cartel. Nobody says nothing about the cartel. I'll say whatever the fuck I want about the cartel. I don't even own a gun. I wouldn't get the satisfaction of even coming near one. Prove me wrong. Argue with me. Support your case in front of your people. In front of the Mexican people. I'd be happy to accommodate you with this. And what service you've brought to your fellows. Your cartel, besides murder, belligerence, domination, and intense sexual perversion beyond anything the Mexican people were privy to prior to your cavalier little dog and pony show. I want it all. Like, I want the federal agents that you're selling to. I want everything. How much do you owe the gringos? Look what they've done to your country. Look what they're doing to their own country and their own people. You want to live there, you gotta be out of your fucking mind. Christ, at least in Mexico people speak Spanish. At least in Mexico you got women who are Twisted fucking cunts that are delirious and grabbing on any fucking thing that'll stationary to beat a man over the head with. I have no idea why they don't really want to leave Mexico and come to the United States, but if you're that hungry for money, print it yourself. It'd be worth more than the fucking US dollar anyway. Monopoly money is worth more than the US dollar. Understand? Their leaders suck. George Bush is like 40% of the value of the currency out of there. Every fucking piece of real estate, cab license, fucking doctor's shop, pawnbroker, Indian chief salon. Get the feathers part. Everyone. 40% of its value upset by George Bush and the Cheney clan through Halliburton Engineering. And just, like Chalk and All alone, from what I understood at the time, it was touted as being a $17 million firecracker show. Lasted a couple of days. Chalk and All, you call that. Where the American people got to watch videotaped bombs exploding in Iraq. That's what them Iraqi people get for having such a jerk as the president. Stretch that logic anywhere with us. I don't think so. So, the world's not in good shape, and we want to get in a much better shape. Okay, so, for whatever countries I've left out, like the Canary Islands, Malta, Portugal, Ireland, just Germany, France, please, for God's sake, if you're a petty king, speak the truth, admit your mistakes. For fuck's sake, it's going to happen, be proactive about it, and get it done, be a fucking hero, rather than a fucking, what? A gag maggot lie about, basically. It has to be scraped off the pavement at the end of this fucking show. Dragged home, kicking and screaming. I don't want to go, maybe I'm coming home. I don't want to admit nothing I ever did. I'd be embarrassed. Well, I'd say about 7 billion people on this planet are going to be embarrassed one way or another over the next 5 years or so. What about you cowards? So, again, if you're a petty king, I want to see your people smiling. This will be good for you. Good for me, good for your people too. Hey, people aren't smiling when you give them a new load of bullshit. Have you ever noticed this? People aren't taking the bullshit no more. They're taking Turkey, they're taking the Syria. God bless the fucking Syrians. They're going to kill each other to death. The fucking country's in shambles now. And the Bible has predicted that it's going to be a complete destruction. I'd like to forestall that if we can. I believe we have one of our wives that's missing, likely dead in Syria. So, this has got to end. Stupidity. And all you're doing, everywhere in the world, you're firing weapons at each other. You're making George Bush's dick stiff. Dick Cheney, you're giving Dick Cheney a cum. Every time you fire a bullet. Fucking think about it. Mr. King, 3:47, Monday, June 17th, in the morning. That, as they say, is real.